Boaz therefore went up to the gate, and sat there. And when he had seen the near kinsman pass by, of whom the talk was had before, he said to him, Turn in a little while, and sit here, calling him by his name. Who turned in, and sat. And Boaz, taking 10 men of the city, said to them, Sit ye here. Who sitting down, he spoke to the near kinsman, Naomi, who was returned from the country of Moab, will sell the part of the field belonging to our brother Elimelech. Which I would thee to understand, and would tell thee before all that sit, and the ancients of my people. If thou wilt possess it by the right of near kindred, buy, and possess it. But if it please thee not, tell me the same, that I may know what I ought to do. For there is no near kinsman saving thee, which art first, and me, who am second. But he answered, I will buy the field. To whom Boaz said, When thou shalt buy the field at the woman's hand, thou must take also Ruth the Moabite, which was the wife of the deceased, that thou mayest raise up the name of thy kinsman in his inheritance. Who answered, I yield my right of near kindred, for I may not abolish the posterity of my own family. Do thou use my privilege, which I profess that I do willingly forego. And this in old time was the manner in Israel between kinsmen, that if at any time one yielded to another his right, that the grant might be sure, the man put of his shoe, and gave it to his neighbor. This was a testimony of yielding in Israel. Boaz therefore said to his kinsman, Take off thy shoe. Which immediately he loosed from his foot. But to the ancients, and the whole people he said, You are witnesses this day, that I have purchased all things which were Elimelech's, and Chilion's and Mahlon's, Naomi delivering them, and have taken in marriage Ruth the Moabite, the wife of Mahlon, that I may raise up the name of the deceased in his inheritance, lest his name be abolished out of his family and brethren and people. You, I say, are witnesses of this thing. All the people that was in the gate answered, and the ancients, We are witnesses, our Lord make this woman, which enters into thy house, as Rachel, and Leah, which builded the house of Israel, that she may be an example of virtue in Ephratah, and may have a famous name in Bethlehem, and that thy house may be, as the house of Phares, whom the mar bare to Judah, of the feed which our Lord shall give thee of this young woman. Boaz therefore took Ruth, and had her to wife, and went in unto her, and our Lord gave her to conceive, and to bear a son. And the woman said to Naomi, Blessed be our Lord, which has not suffered that there should fail a successor of thy family, that his name should be called in Israel. And thou shouldest have one that may comfort thy soul, and cherish thy love thee, and much better is she to thee, than if thou hadst 7 sons. And Naomi, taking the child, put it in her bosom, and did the office of a nurse and of one that should carry him. And the women her neighbors congratulating her, and saying, There is a son born to Naomi, called his name Obed, this is the father of Isai, the father of David. These are the generations of Phares. Phares begot Esron, Esron begot Aram, Aram begot Amminadab, Amminadab begot Nahasson, Nahasson begot Salmon, Solomon begot Boaz, Boaz begot Obed, Obed begot Isai, Isai begot David.